There are so many ways that we honor our flag. We recite a pledge, we salute, we remove our hats, we put our hands over our hearts. But there is one special way that our flag honors us. As if to share our grief, as if to bow her head with us, the flag is lowered to half-staff in honor of those heroes who sacrificed their lives for the country they loved. How many bright futures have been lost while following a flag on the horizon? How many lives have been sacrificed so that you and I might share the freedoms that we take for granted? Every flag-draped coffin, every folded flag in a grieving parent's arms, every flag at half-staff sends one unmistakable message: that we must never stop being highly resolved, that these dead shall not have died in vain, and that this nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Will you please stand as we honor our fallen soldiers? You may be seated. Tonight, as we come together to honor our veterans, we must not forget that many of America's sons and daughters are far away from home. Many are in harm's way. We are deeply thankful for the sacrifice of Beda's past, present, and future. This next song expresses our gratitude to all who have served and who will serve our country to preserve our freedom. We would like to say thank you.
To sleep in peace.
victory, grace, power, courage. Each of these words could represent many things in our country, but when looked at as a unified entity, these words create an unerring image of one of America's most unique symbols of freedom, the bald eagle. The bald eagle has been the national bird of the United States since 1782, when it was placed with outspread wings on the Great Seal of our country. It appears in government institutions and on official documents, making it the most pictured bird in all of America. The eagle appears on the president's flag, the mace of the House of Representatives, military insignia, and billions of $1 bills. The mature eagle is a powerful representation of the United States, symbolizing both the American people and the freedoms that they enjoy.
We have some very special guests joining us this evening from the American Eagle Foundation, whose mission statement is to conserve, educate, protect. They are here to teach us more about the bald eagle, the importance of their mission, and what we can do to help. Joining us this evening is the AEF Executive Director, Jessica Hall, Avian Care Specialist, Bailey, and the magnificent bald eagle, Challenger. Welcome, and thank you for being here with us this evening. To begin, can you give us some background information and a brief history of the American Eagle Foundation?
Thank you so much for having us here tonight. It's funny, I am actually an alumni of the Seymour Choir, and my daughter's performing tonight, so this is very special for me. So the American Eagle Foundation has actually been in operation for over 30 years, and we operate the nation's largest non-releasable bald eagle population at Dollywood Theme Park at Eagle Mountain Sanctuary.
Well, as I mentioned, your mission statement is to conserve, educate, protect. What do each of these mean to AEF, and how does your organization aim to fulfill each of these goals?
That's a great question. So education is our most valuable tool, and we believe that by cultivating a passion for the bald eagle and other birds of prey, we can inspire people to conserve and protect these majestic animals.
Can you tell everyone in the audience where you are located, and what are some ways we as the local community can support you?
That would be fantastic. So currently we are located at Dollywood Theme Park, but we're in the process of building a new facility at Exit 407, 1 mile away from Buc-ee's. Our new, everyone knows where that is. Our new location has an educational campus, a rehabilitation hospital, an interactive playscape, and the nation's largest outdoor aviary, right here in Sevier County.
That is so exciting. Is there any way we can keep up with you on social media to see what you're doing throughout this year?
You absolutely can. So Challenger has his own Instagram page. You can follow him at Challenger the Eagle, or any of our other raptors such as Poe the Raven, George the Vulture, Petunia the Peregrine Falcon, and Bash the Vulture. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or visit our website at eagles.org to donate to Project Eagle, our new facility, to help care for these beautiful animals.
And finally, what are some traits you think everyone should know about these beautiful birds?
So a lot of people don't know this, but the bald eagle is endemic only to North America, so it doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And that's one of the reasons why it was chosen as a symbol on the Great Seal of the United States of America. And over time, even in indigenous cultures, the bald eagle has come to represent courage, faith, tenacity, steadfastness, and those are all characteristics that we believe that the bald eagle has in common with our nation's veterans. So this makes us really proud to be here tonight.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hall. We thank you for everything you are doing, and we hope to help in your mission.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Our Interact Club Secretary, Sophie Anderson, would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation.
It's you, buddy. Just without the cool bow tie. We'll have to get you one of those.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of the AEF staff who made it possible for Challenger and his team to be with us tonight. Freedom has never come without a cost and cannot be sustained without sacrifice. We as a nation owe a debt to the generations of men and women who have fought and died for our freedom. It is our privilege at this time to recognize those who have served in the armed forces of the United States of America, as well as in their reserves and associated organizations. We, a grateful people, wish to pay honor to them and express our gratitude. If you have served our country through military duty, we ask you to stand as your branch of service is called by name.
The United States Army.
For it's
States Marines. United States Air Force.
It has been such a privilege to honor our veterans with tonight's program. Perhaps you've been moved and wonder if there is something that you can do to help them. At this time, we would like to introduce you to an organization in our own area that is working diligently to improve the quality of life for wounded veterans. It is the Smoky Mountain Service Dog. The mission of this organization is to enhance the physical and psychological quality of life for wounded veterans by providing custom-trained mobility assistant service dogs at no cost to the veteran. Tonight, we would like to welcome to the stage a couple of individuals and service dogs from SMSD, Lori Burt and Hooligan, and Joyce and Glory. Let's give them a warm welcome. Good evening, and thank you for being with us tonight. So first, we would like to show a short clip that gives us an inside look at the SMSD training facility.
Facility, 10 acres located in Lenore City. I should say this is all of our training facilities because we could not have done it without the support of the community here. We're very happy to have this beautiful facility. We had a lot of wonderful items donated that we were finally able to showcase. Chris Kyle, the family of Chris Kyle, donated the seed money to get us going in our Wounded Warrior campaign. It was a wonderful way to kick off our campaign. It ended up costing about $1 million. This is our training classroom. These are some of the people who sponsored individual kennels within our facility. We're able to train indoors now in this great training room. This room is actually able to be divided into 2 separate areas so we can hold 2 classes at one time. All of our equipment. This is our lead trainer, Susan Randall. So as you can see, we train to do all sorts of tasks that help our veterans that might be using a wheelchair, might be using a cane, just need assistance when they drop an item because of a head trauma. So as I said, this facility is located in Lenore City. The veterans that we help are all friends and neighbors. All of our veterans are within about a 350-mile radius of Knoxville. That's so we can get to them long after we place the dog. This is half of our 18-dog kennel facility. Each dog has its own indoor-outdoor run. Cowboy's Big Dream. I'll tell you more about that book if you visit me at the table in the back later. This is our administrative area where we finally have space for our trainers. Before this, they operated with one desk that 3 trainers shared. Very sadly, we have lost some dogs in our program. These are the ones that we've lost. All of them have been lost due to canine cancer so far. And this is Andy Quattlebaum. The Andy Quattlebaum family also made a very large donation to us in memory of their son Andy and his beloved golden retriever, yellow lab, Oak.
So Lori is here with Hooligan to tell us a little bit more about the organization and how you can help, as well as demonstrate a few tasks that these service dogs are trained to do.
So for those of you that don't know, we are a nonprofit, and as they said, our mission is to help wounded veterans. We do that by providing a custom-trained mobility assistance service dog. Training takes about 2 years. We do not place a dog before they're 2 years old. Sometimes it takes until 3 years when the dog is fully trained and we find the right match. We're very cautious about finding just the perfect match for that dog. Everybody, dogs and people alike, have their strengths and weaknesses, their different personalities, different lifestyles. So we make it a point to make sure we get the right match. Glory here with me tonight has just made a match with a veteran, so she will be leaving us shortly to go on her life's work to serve her veteran. We're very happy for that. This is her foster mom, Joyce. It's always kind of a bittersweet moment for us when our dogs leave us. We know that they're leaving because they are now able to perform the mission that they were born to do, but it's tough saying goodbye. It is. So I'm going to show you. Thank you. Show you real quickly just a couple of the tasks that we train all of our dogs to do. One of them is retrieving a phone. Now we're going to pretend this is the house and you've lost your phone and that he didn't actually see me throw it down there. Come on. Phone. Would Lori like to show you positions. So our dogs also learn positions because they need to be with their veterans in public places. So she can show us a left. And just say how we teach them both. Hooligans, right? So ways that you can help. We would love for each of you to become part of our family and join us. We're all volunteers. That's how we are able to provide a dog that's about a $25,000 dog at no cost to the veteran. It's because almost everybody within our organization does this for free because we believe in our message. We have 5 employees. These are the professional dog trainers. The rest of us, about 200, are volunteers. And that's not just people who handle dogs, the people who mow the grass, the people who clean the kennels, the people who write the checks, all of that. The board of directors, we are all volunteers. So we would love to have you join us. We'd love to have you be a puppy raiser, maybe take a dog on some weekends, that sort of thing. We also, right now, are collecting money to buy a new treadmill. I think some of you may have known that we really hope to have Seymour with us here tonight. Seymour is a dog that was named because of the generosity of this community. Unfortunately, Seymour yesterday, being the young, exuberant puppy that he is, overdid it when he was running. He was running on a tennis court surface and scraped his paws. So he's now limping around and he's on crate rest, so he couldn't come tonight. But one of the things that we would really like to add to our training facility is another dog treadmill. Especially during the winter time, it's hard for us to exercise the dog when the grounds get muddy. We oftentimes take them out on a golf cart to let them run free, run a long ways, and not outpace our trainers. But in the wintertime, that gets harder because of the mud. So we have 2 dog treadmills now. We'd love to add another one so we can give our dogs even more exercise. These treadmills, they're much cheaper when you buy one for yourself, but the professional dog treadmills are almost $4,000. I know that's a huge ask, but if you feel inclined, we would love to have a donation as you leave tonight. We'll be at the doors and at the back table. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much. I'd actually like to ask you a question about Seymour. What are some of the training activities that he's been experiencing since we saw him last year?
Well, since last year, he has learned positions, as you saw, some left and right. He's learning to pick up objects and hold them in his mouth and release when asked. And as you saw with Hooligan, picking up dropped items is a big part of their job, so that's a big step for him. He's also learning to work in equipment. I believe last year the money that you all raised for us helped buy harnesses such as Glory is modeling. These are called BAH harnesses, balance assistance harnesses. Most all of our dogs will wear one of these. Before last year, in your generous donation, we had one that we had to share among all of the dogs that were in training, which meant that they didn't get an opportunity to get used to these harnesses until they were much older. So now we have more. Seymour is about ready to learn how to be in the big boy harness. So thank you for that donation. That was wonderful. So Seymour, I tell you a little bit. I talked to his foster mom today since he wasn't able to come. Seymour is very unique. Everybody loves him wherever he goes. One of the unique things about him is he's got a little bit of an underbite. So sometimes his lip kind of gets stuck on his tooth. So he has that really cute little expression that you see. Sometimes it might be a little bit harder for him to pick up some items.
Yeah.
We think maybe it's because his teeth are not quite in the position where they need to be. But he's just adorable. And we all can tell Seymour coming because of his little underbite, his little tooth hanging up there.
That's awesome. So at this time, on behalf of the Interact Club and the SHS Choral Department, we would like to present you with a few gifts to help these incredible animals prepare for their duty of serving others.
Thank you.
As we sing our final song, we would just like to say that at this Veterans Day celebration, it has been our honor to remember all who have served and who are serving today. They are our role models. We thank our veterans for their sacrifice, and may we honor each of them by living our lives with the honor, courage, and commitment that they have displayed for our country. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause our flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Let's give these students one more round of applause. You may be seated. I've got to thank some people. It takes so many people and moving parts to put something of this magnitude on. So first of all, First Baptist Church, just for their hospitality and allowing us to use this facility. The SHS staff and administration, central office, and the Sevier County School Board. And we're honored to have in attendance tonight our school board representative, Charles Temple, and our superintendent, Stephanie Husky. Thank you. Our sound tech, Scott Williams, and videographer, Kevin Tierney. And there are DVD forms available in the lobby. Our Choral Booster Club can help you with that. Smoky Mountain Service Dog and the American Eagle Foundation for being willing to come and join us at this program. Rachel Williams, who is intermediate school director. Christy McCord, who is the dance team teacher. And Sandy Williams, who choreographed the swing dance that you saw, for helping these students be so well prepared tonight. Our choral assistant, Christy Glovac. I don't know where she is. She puts in countless hours to make sure that these students are successful, and I couldn't do it without her. Our students, all of these students on the stage, junior high, all of the high school and the intermediate, and the work that you put in these last 10 weeks of school, you did a really, really wonderful job. What we do this for our veterans. Let's give one more round of applause for our veterans. We really appreciate you being here with us tonight. I hope you have a safe journey home. Good night.